Good morning, YouTube! America! America! Wearing the flag today, baby. Oh, it is, oh hell. What is today? I'm always bad at this. Thursday, August 15th. Just now getting going. It's 8:14 in the a.m. And today we'll probably get to... We'll stop before Atlanta for sure. I don't want to go through Atlanta any time of day, much less today. So we'll stop before we get to Atlanta, somewhere on 85. Because Atlanta just sucks. We'll have to go through it tomorrow, afternoonish, late morning. So maybe it won't be that bad then. But today we're going to talk about something, because I feel like people they just don't know. There is a difference between a lease operator, an independent contractor, and an owner operator. I'm going to break all three of them down for you in this video, just so you know. But for now, I need to be in a pre-trip. I don't know. I'm probably going to go to the Pilot across the street and go inside there and grab some sort of breakfast. I really don't. I don't want to take the time to go in here to the Iron Skillet and just sit. I might just go inside and sit down and have a breakfast before I hit the road. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, let's get the day started. So I have decided I'm going to walk in and have breakfast. I'm thinking pork chops and eggs. But look at old Blues. He a little dusty, he a little dirty. Man, he purty. Let's walk inside and get some breakfast. Pork chops and eggs sound really good. I don't even know if I told y'all where I stayed last night. I'm at the Petro in Hammond, Louisiana. Iron Skillet. I just ordered 6 eggs over easy and 2 grilled pork chops. Oh, it'll be good. And what do I always drink when I'm out in a place like this? Unsweet tea with lemon. That's what I drink. I'm not grabbing a Monster today. I'm going to try to cut off on those, to be honest. I'm going to try. We'll see how that works out for me. I'll tell you one thing, that breakfast was good. That was a mighty fine breakfast. So we've been on the road for about an hour, and I realized I had a couple phone calls to make, because one is I feel like my 2290 was filed incorrectly, because the woman sent me a picture of a letter that I got in the mail back in West Virginia from the state of Texas saying, we received money about this, but we need more information because we can't find you. Which makes sense, because my business is not registered in Texas. It's registered in West Virginia. So I've tried to contact Fleet Services, can't get a hold of nobody, so I sent them an email. So I'm driving the rest of the day. Please look into this. Here's the problem. So how can the state of Texas mail me a letter in my West Virginia address, but Schneider thinks my business is in Texas? When I filled out all my paperwork, my physical address was my home, my mailing address is my P.O. Box, West Virginia. The only time that I had to use a Texas address is when I went online to pay for my HUT, initially, my HUT permit. And I had to use my billing address. The billing address for my bank is in Texas. So how they got that confused, I don't know. But everything on my paperwork, business-wise, is West Virginia. So I need to get that. I feel like I need to get that corrected. I feel like they paid my $500 to the wrong state. They're going to have to fix it. So I sent an email and they'll call me back. Now, while I was sitting here, I was like, okay, let me contact IT to see if we can't get this DriveWise crap on the tablets taken care of. When you're an IC, you don't have DriveWise on your tablet. I bought DriveWise on my personal tablet. I have that personally. We got a good discount from being with Schneider. I pay monthly, and it's like 50% off, 60% off. I think like 7 and change a month, right? So anyway, but the IC tablets don't have DriveWise. And it was like that for the first couple of months. But the past 3 or 4 months, somewhere along the line, an update came up. And now we hear that DriveWise chime, like it's trying to give you a pop-up saying, hey, way station coming up, or a sharp curve coming, or congestion, or whatever. And I got all that extra shit turned off on my tablet, on my personal tablet for DriveWise. All I want to know is about way stations. So that's the only time my DriveWise pops anything up is about a way station. But all those other notifications Schneider wants to use. So, and every time this thing goes off a dozen or more times a day, and I'm not the only one that's talked about this. She's even said she's heard this multiple times for months. So, what happens though on our company tablet is we'll hear the DriveWise chime, the chime, and then it acts like a pop-up wants to come up, which is what DriveWise does. It'll have a pop-up come up telling you what it's warning you about. But the pop-up doesn't come up. It takes over your tablet and it kind of goes to the lock screen. So now, in order to get back from the lock screen back to your GPS, you have to tap this little button, return to GPS. Sometimes it takes a little while because it doesn't always work because DriveWise locks it up. So I contacted her, IT, and she said she's heard about this for months. So they may know about the issue, just don't have a fix for it yet, or maybe they just haven't got enough complaints, thinking it's not that big of a deal. So if you are a Schneider IC driver and you are sick of getting those daggone notifications that lock your screen, call IT. Put in a freaking report about it so they can have the number of claims they need to take the time to fix it. Because it's annoying as shit, right? So anyhow, we stopped at a rest area at Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. We're the first rest area in Mississippi. Remember when I was here a couple months ago and I was like, holy crap, I'm in a rest area, but it says no overnight parking? That's where I'm at, right next to a NASA. There's a NASA Space Center right here. It's called the, what's it called exactly? It's not showing up here, but it's like a, the Infinity Science Center. It's a NASA. It's NASA. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's NASA. So, anyway, we're 490 miles away from our delivery. We are going to go probably. Let me look here. I haven't even planned this. I know we got 100 and some miles to get down to Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, and we're hitting 65 north. Taking 65 all the way into Montgomery, Alabama. And then we're hitting 85 north, all the way into Atlanta. Oh, 85 goes all the way into Jefferson. Okay. Oh, where we're going is right off of 85. Okay, that's good. That'll work. All right, so how far are we going to go today? That's the question. We're going to stop before Atlanta. There's a Love's right here. Where are you at? That is a Love's off of, there's only 56 spots. Hogansville, Georgia. And that's 375 miles away from here. Oh, here's a Love's. It's got 82 spots. There's a TA right there. It's got a 25. What the hell? These small ass damn truck stops. What about this Love's? That Love's in Shorter, Alabama with 83 spots. 288 miles away. I want to be within 100 miles of the place. Because when you get into Atlanta, it's just rough. Hey, I can go by the Atlanta. Nope, I will not go by the Atlanta OC. The Atlanta OC is the absolute worst shit stain of an OC there is. Well, I mean, it's debatable whether they're better than Houston's or not. I don't know. What I'll probably end up doing. Oh, there's a pallet right there. A pallet, 119 spots, 387 miles away, 6 hours, 85, exit 41. You know what? I'm not even going to plan on where I'm going to stop. I'm going to plan on what time I'm going to stop. We will be going over into East Coast time here shortly. So right now we're going to operate off East Coast time, 11:45. So what time? So let's off of that time frame. Off of that time, we're going to say we went on duty at 10. We started driving at 10:16. It is now 11:10. We're going to operate off that time, and I'm going to probably stop around 6. That's where we're going. That's 5 or 6, somewhere in that window. That's when we're going to stop. So we're not going to worry about the place we're stopping. We're going to worry about where we're stopping. Okay? Let's operate under that mentality. All right, let's get back. All right, it's only been 2 hours and 15 minutes since we left out of that rest area. But what I didn't show you is before I left that rest area, they replied back to me on the 2290 stuff, the highway use tax. So instead of emailing, I went ahead and called her because I had her direct line there. So I called her and we talked about it. So everything's good. It's just the address may be a little messed up, but what I was worried about is West Virginia versus Texas taxation and all that shit. She said, no, it all goes off your EIN number, and your EIN number is correct. And the information attached to my EIN and my business license is all correct. So everything's fine. I was like, oh, so no one's going to come by and say, hey, I want your truck, I want your house, I want your children, and nothing like that. She went, no, it's fine. But she is going to correct the issue on the back end so we don't have this problem moving forward, because it does and will affect my taxes at 1099 time. So I don't want to be, I mean, although I would rather be charged Texas tax, because Texas don't have state income tax. But anyway, that's solved. Now that's a problem. Now that's a part of an issue of business that an independent contractor, an IC, such as myself, have to deal with, right? I am classified as an independent contractor, even though I lease my truck through a finance company. In this case, it's SFI. I'm an independent contractor because I am attached to another company's DOT. Now, with a company like Schneider, they deal with all this stuff on the back end. Of course, I pay for it out of my escrow and whatever other expenses and how I got to pay for it. But they, like fuel tax every year, Schneider will pay them and deduct it from my account. Schneider takes care of the fuel taxes every month, and they prepay them all. They pay the bill and then they tax it, and then they charge me the price. Same with tolls and other things like that. I'm paying for them ultimately, but I don't have to deal with that stuff on the back end. It's just taken out automatically. And as an independent contractor, I don't have to deal with any of that stuff firsthand. It's all done through my carrier, but I'm still paying for it. Now, I do have a lease truck. I'm not classified as a lease operator. I'm an independent contractor because the truck that I am purchasing is under a lease, and at the end of this lease term, I will get the title. And in this case, 3 to 4 years, depending on, at the end of 3 years, I can pay the balloon and be done with it, or I can refinance for another 4 and then, or for a 4th year and then pay the balloon then. But either way, at the end of the term, it's my truck. Now people are like, oh my God, but the payment is so damn high. Yeah, it's a pretty damn high payment. But you know what? It's a condensed fast lane to ownership is what I've referred to it before to other people. I'm doing this all in 3 years as opposed to 6, 7, or 8. So do the numbers yourself. I'm not going to tell you why I'm aggressive on this aspect. Do the numbers yourself. Go look and see what it's going to take you to finance a truck at your bank. Let's just call it 6 years. Okay? Give them a number. $180,000. Okay? Give them that number, which is what the truck costs. Then find out what your monthly payment's going to be. And at the end of it, look at all their interest rates, their fees. Okay? Your monthly payment might be $2,400, $2,500 a month, right? But you got 6 years to do that every single month. The way SFI works, it's a condensed, fast lane to ownership. My payment may be double yours every month. Mine's actually $4,400 a month. $1108.13 a week is what my lease payment is. The end of my final bill is going to be $220,000 for this truck. That's going to be about $40,000 in interest fees at the end of it. I'm not a lease operator. I'm an independent contractor who's buying a truck through a lease purchase program. Now, lease operators, on the other hand, so companies like Prime. Prime, you can ultimately get a truck, but let's use Hirschbach. Hirschbach, you're a lease operator. Why? One, you don't get to choose your truck. You don't get to pick out a truck. Two, you'll never own that truck. You are paying a lease payment to Hirschbach every single week for a truck you're never going to own. Plus, for all this free maintenance they offer, they charge you 10 cents per mile. When you're leasing a truck to a company that you're never going to own and you can't even pick out yourself in the beginning, that's a lease operator. You'll never own the truck. You're wasting money. Let's get a little further down the road and we'll talk some more about this. Alright, so I pulled over. I've been sitting here debating for about 15 minutes. I haven't used a lot of time today. I've used, how much time have I used on my duty clock? 5 hours and 35 minutes, and that's all I've been driving. Right now, since I'm still in Central Time, it is 3:58 in the PM. I haven't crossed over to East Time yet, so 4 o'clock. Now, I am 2 hours and 2 minutes away, 202 miles away from delivery, which is 3 hours and 11 minutes in current conditions. So let me show you. That's where delivery is. That right there in Covington is where my next pickup is going to be, right? I just reset Trucker Path to update to where I currently am. I'm currently right there. I'm at a Petro, just northeast of Montgomery. The issue now that we're coming across in this time of day is going to come down to parking. Now, you saw a lot of little marks, little flags, T's for truck stops. There's a little rinky-dinks. I like going to those rinky-dink ones because they have most of them usually have my disposable vape brand that I like, that I prefer. You also see some TAs and Laws of Pallets. Now, those are getting closer and closer to Atlanta. That's where the problem comes in. This time of day now, traffic's starting to get heavy. And yeah, odds are I would find a place somewhere else. But again, I'm just not feeling like I'm in a big hurry. So I've been debating, am I going to stay here? Nice little joint. I'm going to walk inside here shortly and see what's going on here. I mean, there's a restaurant here if I want to do a restaurant. There's a Charlie's Cheesesteaks or something in there. There's a casino right there. There's a Love's across the street. It's got a Chester's Chicken. I got options here where I'm at, so I'm okay with that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, to be honest. I don't feel tired. I mean, I've been yawning. I'm just bored more than anything, I think. I'm bored, and I haven't looked at the load board all day until just now, and I'm still trying to find a load to get out of Brooksville, Florida, which I had one favorited and it confirmed, but it changed the time till a 9 o'clock pickup, which was a crappy load, $1.26 a mile. However, it was another $500 and some to go on to the week. It's a live load and just 50 miles away from where I'm dropping off. But like I said, it got postponed to 9 o'clock at night, and I'm even still debating of doing that because I can travel that 625 miles up into Tennessee for delivery by the end of Tuesday. And it's a dropping hook. I know I could do it. It's just they pushed it. It's like it confirmed at 9 p.m. When I favorited it for the initial trip, it was like an all-day window. But when it confirmed for a specific time. And 9 p.m. for me is a little late So I don't know, something might pop up between tomorrow and the weekend and all that. Just get me out of Tampa area. Get me back in hell, even in northern Florida, Jacksonville or Pensacola area somewhere, so I can start heading back west. Because I want to be in Texas over the weekend. That's where I want to be. I got some things I got to get. Now let's close it out to what an actual owner-operator is. An actual owner-operator is someone who has a title in hand. They pay their IFTA taxes all on the back end. They take care of all their business responsibilities. They take care of everything on their own. Their taxes, their expenses, their maintenance, breakdown, everything. Everything on their own. They take care of that themselves. They have their DOT numbers. They have their MC numbers. EIN, you know, they have everything. They have no help unless they hire a firm to do it for them. A true owner-operator is that. Someone who has a truck title in their hand and they take care of everything on their own. Now, an owner-operator who does own their own truck can, of course, be an independent contractor by law, by signing on to somebody with a DOT like Schneider. And Schneider will handle all the back-end stuff for them. So an owner-operator, of course, can be an independent contractor. And you can title these daggone titles however you want to any situation. They're pretty much all the same, except for a lease operator. The lease operator is the one that singles out because they'll never own that truck. They're making truck payments on a truck they won't own, which is why I'm totally against Hirschbach. Besides that, the longer you travel with Hirschbach, the less they pay you. It's like, holy crap, Hirschbach. I mean, if you can get into a dedicated account, and you know what, it doesn't even matter what I think. As long as it works for you, that's all that matters. As long as the numbers are fine for you, that's who gives a shit what everybody think about everything else. That's the bottom line. Now, yes, independent contractor like myself, a lease driver, a lease purchase program, I'm responsible for maintenance. I'm responsible for parts and breakdowns and all that shit. I'm responsible for all my taxes and IFTA taxes, but I don't have to deal with that shit up front. I don't have to go file all these forms. Now, when something needs to be filed, of course, Schneider's like, hey, listen, we paid this, like your highway use tax. Say, we paid this, here's your form. You need to go online and file it, which costs like $14 to file this year. The $22.90, things like that. Yes, you have to do on your own, but it's a simpler way. And right now is not the time to have your own DOT and your MC and own authority and so forth. It's just spot market is too rough, and which is why I chose to stay with Schneider to begin with. Is because being with Omega, there's always going to be some sort of freight to where you can keep rolling. Now I know these are like I don't, okay, there's a lot more into it too than how I've explained it, but I have been accused in the past of oversimplifying things. You know me, keep it simple, stupid, right? I'm not going to break down shit and break down that thing and break down that thing. I'm just going to give you this the simplest explanation of each title that I can give you. You may not agree with it, and there's going to be some corrections in these comments, I'm sure. And I'm looking forward to hearing them, because if I misspoke on something, then I definitely want you to point it out to me. I don't want to provide false information. I'm providing information that I feel I know. And if I am misinformed, I expect you guys to hold me accountable. That's just the way it is. So the difference mainly between a lease operator, an independent contractor, owner-operator. Bottom line is, anybody who has a truck payment, you're not really an owner-operator, whether you want to say so or not. People's like, because I used to say I'm an owner-operator, which technically I am. I run my own boards, go where the hell I want, run what I want. But they say I'm not because I don't own my truck yet. Well, you know what? Do you have a truck payment? Then neither do you. Shut up. Anybody with a truck payment can't call themselves an owner-operator under that freaking definition. So, a lease operator, someone's paying a lease payment, never having a chance to own that truck. Independent contractor or lease to purchase operator is someone like me. This truck will be mine until I'm told I can't do this no more. One or the other. Or I may just trade it in for another one. Who knows? Who knows? Owner-operator already has that truck. They have title in hand. KO, he's an owner-operator. I mean, he still pays the bank, but he's got a title, right? He still got a truck payment, of course. But there's different levels and different things in the industry of how to get a truck. And I firmly believe, I'm doing a video, I'm putting together a video, and I've been working on a video for this particular topic, SFI, for a while now. And I've got people I've invited to help me with some of their thoughts and knowledges. So I'm working on putting the piece together specifically about SFI. I truly think if you want to fast track to owning a truck, SFI is the way to go. It's going to cost you money for the first few years. It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you. Don't think it won't. It's going to. But I've said before, it's a fast track to ownership. Hell, if you go team, year and a half, guess what? You own the damn thing. Year and a half. If you have somebody you trust enough to team, year and a half, 2 years max, done. Do that for 5 years, 6 years. You'll have 3 or 4 trucks sitting in the parking lot somewhere. There's your small fleet, baby. Come on. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna walk inside, look around, figure out what I'm gonna do, and then I'll let you know. All right, think long, think wrong, whatever. I'm staying. I'm staying right here. The truck just broke 55,000 miles. We're at 55,002 miles right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a day, call it a night, and hop in the back, just stretch out, relax, get up in the morning, and head on over. And I can't pick up at my next load is scheduled for. Let me see the exact time, see if it's changed at all. Current load deliver anytime tomorrow. Next load to pick up in Covington. Appointment start. Oh, it did change. Yeah. Because when I booked it, it's at 4:30. The appointment start on the load now shows on the 15th, today, at 1:38, ending tomorrow at midnight. Oh, I wish I would have just wrote. But the delivery is until 1800 Saturday. There's no change on that at all. Because it's a live unload. I don't know why the hell the thing says I'm going to be there the 18th. It's stupid. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and finish out the rest of the day in the sleeper. And get up tomorrow. Now that I ain't got to wait till tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to get up, hit the road. I should drop this load off around noon. Go pick that thing up around 1:30, somewhere in that window. And we'll head north to Louisville. Not all the way, but we'll get above Knoxville anyway tomorrow probably. Or might be stopping in Knoxville. I don't know, we'll figure it out when the time comes. But anyway, I'm going to go just be lazy. I did walk inside Petro. Nothing really to brag about. Just a normal, small little thing. They don't have any extras really. So I'm probably going to, what I might do for dinner this evening is go to this little restaurant right here. It's like a separate truck stop. Kind of say it's like fenced off, so I got to walk around the fence to go in there. So we'll go in there and check it out. And we'll see what happens. But thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate all the support. Oh, we got a notification today. Anything in the shop right now is 15% off. Until, whatever, the ads, the little things right here. During that date. But I also saw a 20% off coming up later. I think it's either the beginning of next month or the end of this month. I don't remember. But right now, everything in the shop 15% off. If you're interested in a Sheda Blenda shirt or hoodie, trucker hat, regular t-shirt, whatever. If you're interested, it's there. If not, hey, I appreciate everybody who has been to the shop. I'm working on a couple new designs, a couple new things as well. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.